of how tight is his belly, because that's where a lot of my suspicion is lying, is that he's got some tightness in his belly. Now have a feel of his belly, in particular his right side. Okay? Notice how he does all these weird sort of jumps and laughs when you feel this area here, which is exactly what I was suspicious of. Feel that? Yeah. So you've only got another sort of 16 people. Feel how tight he is there? So heaps of tightness in his belly. So that's often, usually more emotionally related. Not always. Especially with cyclists and people, it's not always, but there's definitely something going on in there. Can you feel the belly tightness there? So he's a good, yeah.
Just saying you got to get back.
Yeah. Often it's my hands actually.
Yeah, I'll have to work on that.
Yeah. That's a nice gentle touch there.
Yeah, like that's
You're not going to work the belly right now. This is more just from a point of view of finding your tension. Just diagnostic. And you're so sensitive in there. But it's a great example of belly tension. But we're not going to work it. This isn't really how I work it. I'm going to work through the feet and loosen them first and on your legs and stuff. But it's just, if I do that, that'll loosen up. So I just want everybody to feel what it's like. Because that's a good, that shows you how tight, you feel how tight he is, like especially, right in here mostly.
It is tight there.
It is tight there as well, yeah. I feel that as well, yeah. Yeah. So we've got different bands actually. We've got bands that run along like the edge here through, and then we've got ones that come along more close to the middle of the belly. And feel a difference between his right and his left.
Yeah.
Huge difference, right? So it's showing up throughout his entire body there. It's like the left is like you go, oh, he's not too bad. I mean, deeper, yeah, he's got some tightness there for sure on his left, but on his right, it's just like, wow, it's right there on the surface.
Where's the black?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so everybody have a feel of that. Very important place to feel.
So the fact that he's tighter on the right, does that particularly mean anything in general? Or?
Some people say the right side relates to the male side,
Yeah,
or the, there's different things. The right side in Chinese medicine relates to the liver.
Yep.
Okay, so it can involve liver stagnation.
Yep.
Yeah, there's different ideas.
So it's not going to be something to do with maybe the way that he moves his body, or
Sure, it could be that he's like I mean, I've seen that with like professional truck drivers and bus drivers, where their accelerator foot is so much tighter than the other side, and it's not necessarily emotionally related. It's just purely because of their movement, So you could be thinking that it's all emotional. That's why I say it's a theory, and sometimes it's right. Like I've seen it.
Well, like if he was a cricket or something, he's using his right side also, so that'd be
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why I say some tension is physical release. It doesn't involve emotional release, And you talk to the person about it, and they just think it's a little strange. It doesn't feel,
Just a little bit, yeah, that's it.
Everybody get a feel? Okay, so what I want to do, this is why I say adding in a more experienced person, or with you guys, I'm not having to show you the back. I probably would have flipped him over pretty early on in the piece. All right, because this is the most important thing we want to get rid of. We want to get rid of that. All right, because that's to me is the most important thing that's going to be affecting your whole body. That's going to be coming up through here and affecting your neck and coming up to the side of your head even. You can even see like one of your eyes is more closed on this side than that side. Okay, so it's coming all the way up into your head there. Could be, somebody could be getting headaches or neck problems on that side, anything, whatever, we don't know, but, there can be trouble going all the way up. So to get rid of that tension, there's two ways. Whenever I see belly tension, we either think it's coming, we've got to get it out from that point I was mentioning between the second and third toes. We have to reduce the tension here, and then we follow this band up through here, okay? See, there's the shin bone right here, but see how there's a band right beside it? See me flicking over that? Now, a band, some people go, what's a band? Sometimes it's muscle, sometimes it's tendon. It doesn't really matter. It's all tight and needs to be loosened. That's going to come up through here, and it's going to come up through the side of the knee right here. Does anybody want to have a feel right in here?
That's right, there's no symptoms.
Yeah.
That's there.
And there, and then up here.
That's why I feel.
And tight.
Yeah, it's in there, it's there.
Yeah. So we can't just, if I just dig in here, he's just going to tighten up against me. And he's just going, I can't deal with that. You can't just go into somebody's belly without loosening up their legs. It's too much, right? And it just, and again, it would just, even if they let you, if they had a high hand, it would probably just cause them bruising. It's not effective. It's not getting them loose. So what we've got to look at is, I look at, with belly tension, for a lot of people, if they're not very anxious, just start with the legs and come up here. Reduce this, most important of all, we want to get that tension out there, okay? Before we get into your belly. If they're an anxiousy kind of person, you actually have to come to their head, come on their mind. If you touch here right away and they just really, really jump in and start freaking out, you need to relax their mind before you even do that. And in general, if somebody's ticklish, come and do their head. With you, you're not too bad. So, I mean, yeah, if I push in there, but that's just because it's so sensitive. It's not that you can see nervous, anxious kind of people, you have to do their head first, okay? So, well, I'm not going to do that with him. He's not that nervous, actually. And I really feel what's going on right in here. That's a really important area. Yeah, yeah. It's good that we're on the same page, we got that empathy and all happening between us, I really feel like we're already developing a good working relationship here. Could you grab me a drink of water? Thanks, Jen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just warm him up. He's got a fair bit of hair on his legs, so I'm going to use enough oil that I'm not going to pull his hairs, okay? So that's quite important. I'm just warming up. Right now, I'm not doing anything too specific. Just gently warming up the thighs, getting a bit of blood flow in there. If it's too much for him, we could just use our little finger up through here. Yeah, so now it's yeah. But here we're just, again, not too hard, just working up through there, coming up through the side of the knee, into here. Again, just trying to figure out what exactly, this is more of a warm-up.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I got warm a while ago.
Yeah, okay, good. But where we really want to get it out from is down here in the foot. So this is where I like to grab myself a chair and get comfortable. See how he's got, see how his toes curl forward like that? See, really good toes should be like this, okay? But see that what they're doing is they're pulling.
This way,
Yeah,
towards me.
yeah, pulling forward. What that shows to me is, in reflexology, that's going to show chest tightness. Yeah. And really what we want to do is eventually get your toes more like that, okay? So where you've got this, see how you got this sunkenness right in here? That's showing up to me in your feet. And when I do like work through here and stuff like that, it's probably going to be really, really painful and uncomfortable. Yeah. We won't do that just yet. Save that for a bit later. That's showing all in your feet here. Right. Yeah. And this is why the front of your body really is what needs to be done. That's why I don't want to, I just want to warm up the back for somebody like you. Just it's not really, it's a waste of time. Okay. All right. So I'm really going to start emphasizing now, like what's happening in his toes here. I want to loosen them up as much as possible, squeezing the sides. Working through there. Moving the big toe around a little bit, squeezing the sides of it. I'm also going to work this toe.
You're not squeezing the palms of the toes?
Not squeezing like this. I don't like it when people, it feels very uncomfortable to have somebody squeeze your nail. You can do that, yeah, like getting in like that. That's okay.
The ball underneath the...
Yeah, that's okay, yeah.
Are you feeling for the kind of that crystalline sort of
Yeah.
crunchy sort of stuff?
Yeah.
You want to try and eliminate that, or that's just,
But again, I can take a hole out. I mean, I have people work on my feet for like 3 hours on one foot getting rid of that, That can take a little while. So with him right now, I'm going to get rid of what comes away nice and what I would call what comes away nice and easy a bit here, without getting too caught in the detail yet. Because it's his first treatment, I just want to get a bit of a general thing happening, and also to show you guys without getting. But a lot of the time we do. Feet are so important. There's so much detail to the feet. I always say if you do a really good job on the feet, then the rest of the massage is easy. But right now, like I said, I'm just I want to see what's going to come away easy before I get into that level of detail. See how that one didn't really want to go? I can see that's because there's a bit of tension through here. You feel that area there?
I'm just trying to see if that negative gets through a bit more quickly.
Yeah. So right in here in particular, this is a very important pressure point that's going to affect this whole band coming up through here, this point here, and this area here.
So that's between the two middle toes then?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the second and third. It's only really one middle toe.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit confused there. If you start talking about two middle toes, then throws the brain around a bit. I'm good enough with my anatomy to know there's 5 toes. Okay, so I'm just holding that point, just giving it a little shake. You feel that? Yeah. Let him breathe into it and enjoy it. And then just a little squeeze at the end. Just show him how much I care. It is so tight. Now what we're doing is coming across here and really see this, like it's like a steel band running right beside the bone here. Does anybody want to have a quick feel of that? Feel the bone and then feel right beside it. Because it's so close to the bone.
Is that a tendon or?
Yeah, as here, and then it becomes a muscle. As I said, we don't worry about that too much. It's just all band. Yeah.
But you're trying to loosen that band up, so it's slack
That's
as well as
right.
it's attached to the bone it's loosened.
Yeah, it's
So
like a rod.
it's meant to be soft.
Yeah. Yeah. So some people are even worse. See, that's the bone. So if people go, oh, is that bone? Sometimes this thing gets so tight it feels like bone.
Yeah, so that one.
But it's, okay? It runs really close to the bone.
Yeah, you're right, it does feel like a rod.
So he's so tight through there, and that's the bone, right? Okay. So that's what we're focusing on loosening up right now. So I'm coming in from here, and even though I can't feel where this ends, what I'll do is I'll feel it and I'll go, oh, it sort of just disperses and becomes nothing through here. But what I do is I trace it from this point, and I come up the foot like this, and I work through like this. And then I start to pick up that band. If I'm having trouble with my thumb, I can use my knuckle like this.
Oh, man. Obviously, you're doing
That's
that
good.
rather lightly.
There's places where it doesn't, places where it doesn't.
Okay, I can also do things like this where I stretch the foot out and that condenses the muscle. Especially through here where it's really held. Can you feel that in there?
Just starting to, it's just a tiny bit higher
Yeah.
there, and then.
And then you feel it, yeah.
And
Another way I can nicely get in here is just to move his leg. I'm pushing that bone out of the way, and then I can use my forearm through here. I can apply a bit of pressure. And I'm getting right on here. See how I've turned his leg to get the bone out of the way. So you don't want to go onto the shin bone there. How's that pressure for you?
It's good.
So again, I'm just caressing. See, this isn't using so much of my thumb strength. It's not going to tire my thumbs out at all my knuckles. It's pretty easy on my body. And notice how I'm moving my legs. I'm not just working like this with my shoulder. I'm working with my whole body. So it's easy on my body, and he still feels it. It's not so light that he can't feel it. If it is too light for him, what we could do is use more the point of our elbow through there and guide it so that we don't hit the shin bone. But I reckon that's quite good for him, just like this. You'd say that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's enough. The
Yeah.
elbow was okay, but
It's a bit too strong for you right now.
it's
He
potentially.
doesn't need it that hard, but that's how you do it if you need to go harder. It's not, I wouldn't say this is a particularly painful area for most people. So it's an area you often do need to work fairly firm.
You'd have to work some players really hard there, wouldn't you?
Only people it really hurts on are people who've got like shin splints and things, where the whole thing's really in total spasm. So here I'm again condensing that muscle, flicking over it, and just working it up gently. And he's enjoying it. Sometimes releases can happen with laughter and things like that as well.
So someone with shin splints, it's safe to do that.
But lighter, yeah. And again, working always within what they can handle. Okay? So different people can handle a lot. As I say, for him, he's had a bit of massage before. How many massages have you had in your life?